Alright, here's how you find the area of a triangle really quickly. The area of a triangle formula is 1/2 base times the height. The reason we have the 1/2 in there opposed to the parallelogram, which was just base times height, is that the triangle is half the area of the corresponding parallelogram. If I take that triangle and I double it, I make another one and flip it over and rotate it, I can make a parallelogram. Think of a triangle, right triangle, compared to a rectangle. If you take a rectangle and then you draw the diagonal, you have two right triangles. Well, one of them is half the size of the shape. So that's why we have 1/2 in there. Now for your calculator, you can use 0.5 to help you with that. Just like our parallelogram, our base and our height are perpendicular. That is very important when you're working with these. So again, you're looking for that symbol to show that they are perpendicular. It does not have to be base on the bottom, height going straight up. The shape can be rotated, so you have to look for that perpendicular symbol to help you with the question. Okay, so there's our formula, 1/2 base times height. Let me do two examples on my next slide. Okay, so here's our two examples. Here's A, and then B will be there. Okay, so for A, I have a triangle here, so three sides. You got to recognize a triangle. The dotted line means it's not part of the shape, but it's there as a reference so that we know that's the height from the tip top to the bottom. Okay, so the dotted line is not part of the shape, it's just there's a reference for us. It lets us know the perpendicular height there of the triangle. So I'm going to write my formula, area equals 1/2 base times height. Then I plug in, so for 1/2, that's 1/2, the base was 13, so times 13 times the height is 10. Now you multiply that in your calculator. You can use 0.5 if you need to for 1/2. Remember, 0.5 is 1/2, and that is going to be 65. Now my units, very important to have your units, are still squared. All area is squared units. Area is always squared, so 65 feet squared. That's your answer. Okay, there's my work. Okay, for B, to do my work here, I'm going to do my formula, area equals 1/2 base times height. And I'm just going to plug in my base and my height. My base is 15, my height is 9. So that's going to be 1/2 times 15 times 9. And again, you can use 0.5 in your calculator if you want, or if you know how to do fractions, that's even better. And when you do that, you get 67.5. Again, my units are important, so my area is 67.5 inches squared. Area is always squared units. Okay. If you need to go back, watch those again, go ahead. But remember, you're multiplying the base times your height, and your base and your height are perpendicular to each other. So you're looking for the two sides that create that perpendicular symbol right there. Okay? Have a great night, and I will see you guys later.